So imagine this for a second. You open the door, you sit inside, and before you even start the engine, the cabin already feels smarter than the car you're driving right now. Screens light up smoothly. Everything is exactly where your hands expect it to be, and nothing feels complicated. That's the kind of first impression the new 2026 Honda HR-V is designed to make. And once you understand what Honda has done with the interior tech and fuel efficiency this time, it completely changes how you look at compact SUVs. Before we get deep into the details, let me say this real quick. If you care about smart interiors, practical tech, and real-world fuel economy, you're going to want to watch this all the way through. And if you enjoy calm, honest breakdowns instead of exaggerated hype, hit the like button and subscribe. It really helps the channel, and it keeps content like this coming. Now, let's talk about why the 2026 Honda HR-V feels different the moment you step inside. Honda didn't redesign the HR-V just to make it look newer. They redesigned it to feel easier, cleaner, and more intuitive. The first thing you notice is how open the cabin feels. The dashboard is flatter, more horizontal, and designed to reduce visual clutter. Instead of overwhelming you with buttons, Honda focused on making everything simple and reachable. Right in front of you is a fully updated digital instrument cluster. It's crisp, bright, and extremely easy to read. Speed, fuel economy, driving assistance indicators, and navigation prompts are all displayed clearly without distracting animations. Honda understands that tech should support the driver, not compete for attention. The center infotainment screen is larger than before and positioned higher on the dash, which means your eyes stay closer to the road. Touch response is faster, menus are cleaner, and the system feels modern without being complicated. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto come standard on most trims, which means no cables, no frustration, and no setup headaches. What really stands out is how natural everything feels. You don't need a tutorial to use the system. If you've ever used a smartphone, you already understand how the HRVS interface works. That's intentional. Honda designs for real people, not tech demos. The climate controls remain physical, which is something a lot of drivers still appreciate. Instead of digging through menus just to adjust temperature, you reach out and turn a dial. It sounds small, but during daily driving, it makes a huge difference. Materials inside the 2026 HR-V also feel more refined. Soft touch surfaces are placed where your arms and hands naturally rest. The steering wheel feels thicker and more premium, and the seat materials have been improved for both comfort and durability. This is an SUV designed for daily use, not just showroom appeal. Now let's talk about space, because this is where the HR-V quietly outperforms expectations. Despite being a compact SUV, the interior layout is incredibly efficient. Front seats offer plenty of headroom and legroom, even for taller drivers. The driving position feels confident and upright without being truck-like. Visibility is excellent, which makes city driving and parking noticeably easier. In the back, passengers get more legroom than you'd expect from a vehicle in this class. Honda has always been good at maximizing interior space, and the 2026 HR-V continues that tradition. Whether it's kids, adults, or a mix of both, rear seat comfort is clearly a priority. Cargo space is another strong point. With the rear seats up, you have enough room for groceries, luggage, or everyday gear. Fold the seats down, and the HR-V transforms into a surprisingly capable hauler. Honda's seat folding design remains simple and quick, which matters when you're actually using the space. Now, let's shift into one of the most important topics for most buyers: fuel economy. The 2026 Honda HR-V is built for efficiency without feeling underpowered. Honda continues to focus on real-world mileage, not just numbers on paper. The engine is tuned for smooth acceleration, quiet operation, and consistent performance in everyday driving. What makes the HR-V stand out is how efficiently it delivers power. You don't feel like the engine is working hard, even at highway speeds. That translates directly into better fuel economy and a more relaxed driving experience. Honda's engineering focuses heavily on reducing friction, optimizing airflow, and managing engine load intelligently. The result is a compact SUV that delivers strong fuel efficiency, whether you're commuting, running errands, or taking longer trips. For drivers who spend a lot of time in traffic, the HR-V's efficiency becomes even more noticeable. Stop-and-go driving doesn't feel wasteful, and the engine responds smoothly without sudden surges or hesitation. Another key factor is weight management. Honda has kept the HR-V light without sacrificing safety. Lighter weight means less fuel consumption, better handling, and improved responsiveness. Speaking of handling, the HR-V feels stable and confident on the road. Steering is light but precise, making it easy to maneuver in tight spaces while still feeling planted at higher speeds. Suspension tuning strikes a balance between comfort and control, which is exactly what most compact SUV buyers want. Now let's talk about driver assistance technology, because Honda has made meaningful upgrades here as well. The 2026 HR-V comes equipped with Honda Sensing, which includes adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, collision mitigation braking, and road departure mitigation. These systems work quietly in the background, stepping in only when needed. What's important is how natural these features feel. Lane keeping assist doesn't fight the driver. Adaptive cruise control adjusts smoothly instead of aggressively. Everything feels supportive, not intrusive. For new drivers or families, this adds a strong layer of confidence. For experienced drivers, it simply reduces fatigue on longer drives. Honda also improved camera and sensor performance, which means better recognition of vehicles, pedestrians, and road markings. These systems are designed to assist, not replace, driver attention, and Honda is very clear about that. All of this brings us back to the big picture. The 2026 Honda HR-V isn't trying to be flashy. It's trying to be right. Right for daily driving. Right for fuel efficiency. Right for technology that actually helps instead of overwhelms. And this is only the beginning of what makes this SUV interesting. Because once you understand how the interior tech works together with efficiency, safety, and usability, the HR-V starts to feel less like an entry-level option and more like a smart long-term choice. And in the next part, we're going to go even deeper into how Honda refined the driving experience, long-term ownership costs, and why this HR-V may quietly become one of the most sensible compact SUVs of 2026. And once you start driving the 2026 Honda HR-V for more than just a few minutes, that quiet sense of confidence begins to grow. This is the part most spec sheets can't explain. It's not about one feature. It's about how everything works together when you're actually living with the vehicle day after day. Honda has always tuned its vehicles with everyday driving in mind, and the HR-V is a perfect example of that philosophy. Acceleration is smooth and predictable. There's no sudden jump, no awkward lag, just a steady build of speed that feels natural whether you're merging onto a highway or pulling away.